Mr. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent to enter into the record a CNN article from February 11, 2025, USAID IG fired day after report critical of impacts of Trump administration's.
Without objection, so ordered. Chair now recognizes Mr. Burchett from Tennessee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think that it needs to be said that Governor Walz needs to step down. Him saying he will stay on to investigate is like O.J. Simpson saying he will investigate the murder of his ex-wife. Just doesn't work out. I have a question to the representatives, and thank y'all for being here. It's a tough gig. I did that for many years. Do you think that the Walz administration suppressed fraud and abuse in social service programs because they're afraid of exposing Somali residents? Just go down the line here. Yes, ma'am.
So not only do we think that's what happened, Mr. Burchett, but it is also what a Somali American investigator associated with the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension said. He said in an article, fraudsters also have sought to exploit the burgeoning political power of the Somali community and the feckless fear that establishment politicians and state agencies show when confronted with charges of racism and Islamophobia. This is from a Somali federal prosecutor or investigator.
Sir?
Indeed, it's not just a theory. We have the record of the recording of Keith Ellison meeting with defendants and defeating our future case, where it was very explicit that the motivation for keeping scrutiny off them was based on perceived racism.
Ma'am?
From the mouth of a whistleblower. You appear to be so this is what a whistleblower was told. You appear to be holding back these contracts because they are going to a diverse community. It's not a good look.
Okay. Do you think Somalians should be tied to these crimes should be deported, ma'am?
If they're not here legally, yes. If they are citizens, they should go through the criminal justice process. And then there might be other categories, but I would have to better understand.
I agree. So some of these, some of these folks are born here and then or naturalized, so they would have the constitutional protection thereof. So yes, ma'am. Sir?
If there is any legal pathway to do so, absolutely.
Ma'am?
So you've got quite a big bucket of people, right? You've got people that were born here, that's a different situation. You have a people that were naturalized,
right,
and then those are here illegally. So you have to treat each one completely separately with different paths.
Ma'am, who is helping these folks navigate this complex grant application process? It seems to me that it's orchestrated. Surely they've got to go to. We've always found that out in my dealings with state government. There was always somebody in there, a gatekeeper.
Yes, my colleague, Representative Hudson, could speak to it. There is a sort of a cottage industry of Somali consultants who help this.
I bet there is. Yes, sir.
Yeah, as I stated in my opening statement, I've personally talked to two gentlemen who have worked as consultants for multiple entities receiving government benefits. And they don't believe they're doing anything wrong, and by the letter of the law, they might be legally acting, but they have created an industry out of benefits that were intended to lift people up, not become a business.
Add to that, ma'am?
So that is something that we have heard repeatedly from whistleblowers and others, that there is, yes, I would call it a cottage industry of people that when you land on our soil, that they are going to teach you all the different ways to sign up for multiple social service programs. And there's also that. So they sign up for the max amount, which is probably why there's a report that just came out on December 13th of last year that says that 81% of Somalis were receiving some sort of welfare in Minnesota.
If you don't know the answer to this, just tell me. Do you have any knowledge or have heard any talk that the Somalis are directing any of these funds to American U.S. tax dollars to Al-Shabaab terrorist organization?
There have been past criminal convictions in this, and currently we believe it's mostly happening indirectly as they send money to Somalia that Al-Shabaab takes a cut.
Y'all agree with that? We good with that? Do you think the design of the social service programs incentivizes fraud and abuse?
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. When you are willing to hand over a sack of money to somebody on the assumption that they're going to provide a benevolent service and then you never check to see if they actually did, obviously you're going to invite fraud, waste, and abuse.
Ma'am?
Yeah, absolutely. We just stood up a new program that we'll probably talk about in a little bit, which is the paid family leave program. It was literally designed by Democrats to have waste, fraud, and abuse on a grand scale.
Okay, I'm going to be out of time. Mr. Chairman, thank you. But I think America, we're sick of the hearings. We're sick of all this. We need justice. We need convictions if these folks are guilty, and that needs to happen. America is sick of this. It needs to happen. Thank y'all so much, and thank you for your bravery.